when I first got in this business, people was only getting 5% airtime on the radio. If they got 10%, they was popping champagne bottles. I was the first person to hit radio like it was an R&B act or a pop act. And I went from 95% to 97%. At one time, 97% of the stuff you heard on the radio was either on death row or somebody that was managing. I was the first one ever knew to hold my masters. I'm the first one ever got people out their contract.
But how do you feel about Snoop owning it now?
Well, I don't know. If he do, I doubt that. But if he did, it'll be a situation. Well, first of all, you got to look at it like this. I'm quite sure I am death row. Suge Knight is death row. So I'm quite sure before it's said and done, all eyes on me and Machiavelli out of pockets of death to come back to me. And the rest of the stuff. But one problem with that is that Snoop has a partner, which is Michael Harris, correct?
Correct.
Right. If you look at it, they committed fraud. They committed bankruptcy fraud. I didn't lose my company by doing anything wrong. They went in and the lawyer didn't show up, and they got a default judgment. I settled the adjustment. They turned around and said I didn't settle the adjustment, but they committed bankruptcy fraud, which we just found out for sure last week. When they filed bankruptcy in '95, they said it had nothing to do with death row or anything, and the lawyer did also, and the lawyers knew. And you can't commit bankruptcy fraud and settle and do those type of things. So the same guy you see in the series, when you see all his deposition in prison, her deposition when they said the lawyers knew this, they filed bankruptcy and they didn't have a right to do it, and they settled. You can't turn around and do it. It's called illegal. It's a crime. So you can't take a person who committed the worst crime of the century and take death row from black people trying to give it to white people and think you're going to turn around and reward and say he's going to grab Snoop and they're going to go get it back and have death row. It don't work like that. So
hey, you know what it is? This is Joker News here speaking. Hit that like and subscribe. Stay tuned in on these juicy news. We got some recent news of Suge Knight says that Snoop Dogg's ownership of Death Row Records is illegal. Yeah, so we're jumping into it. You know, Suge Knight has questioned the validity of Snoop Dogg's ownership of Death Row Records, accusing his former signee of acquiring control of the label in an illegal manner. Now, on Monday, he said to TMZ on some released audio of the footage I'm showing you above that you've seen before, of a phone call with the incarcerated mogul discussing Snoop's current role as owner and CEO of Death Row. In the clip, which was uploaded to YouTube, Knight claims Snoop's stake in the label only occurred due to an alleged crime committed by the rapper and Michael Harris, a convicted drug kingpin and initial financer of Death Row Records. Now, when asked about his thoughts of Snoop's ownership of Death Row, Knight questioned whether Snoop is actually the true owner of the label he helped bring to prominence during the 90s. After stating he doubts Snoop's claims of ownership, he accused Harris of committing bankruptcy fraud, which he says he and his lawyers only discovered a week prior to the phone call. Now, Marion Suge Knight, shown with his attorney Albert DeBlanc, appears in court pleading no contest to voluntary manslaughter in front of Judge Ronald S. Cohen at the Clara Shortridge Fulton Criminal Justice Center on September 20th of 2018 in Los Angeles, California. Knight now had to serve 28 years in state prison in the 2015 hit-and-run death of a man outside of Compton restaurant after a dispute related to the film Straight Outta Compton. Now, Snoop has a partner, which is Michael Harris Wright. The 58-year-old told the outlet, if you look at it, they committed bankruptcy fraud. I didn't lose my company by doing anything wrong. They went in and the lawyer didn't show up. And they got a default judgment. I settled the judgment. They turned around and said I didn't settle the judgment. Now, Knight, who referred to the sale of Death Row as illegal and a crime, says that Harris and his wife and legal team knowingly participated in the fraud stemming from the bankruptcy claim, which occurred in 1995. When they filed for bankruptcy in 1995, they said it didn't have anything to do with Death Row, anything, and the lawyer did also. The infamous music executive claims, and their lawyer knew that he continued to argue his point, highlighting the discrepancy in the legality of the sale and acquisition of Death Row Records amid Harris prior bankruptcy filing. Now, you can't take a person who committed the worst crime of the century to take death row from black people to try and give it to white people, he said, and think you're going to turn around and reward and say he's going to grab Snoop and he's going to go get it back and have death row. It don't work like that. So if we're going to talk about something, let's talk about it. Now, during the conversation, Knight says he believes that ownership of many of death row's most popular releases will be transferred to him before it's all said and done. I am death row. Suge Knight is death row, he said at one point during the phone call, evidence that he's not willing to walk away from the label he helped to build without a fight. Now, in February 22nd, it was announced that Snoop had acquired Death Row Records in a deal with MNRK Music Group. However, the terms of the deal were undisclosed. Snoop released a statement reacting to the news, which marked a full-circle moment in the rap legend's illustrious career. Now, I am thrilled and appreciative of the opportunity to acquire the iconic, culturally significant Death Row Records brand, which has immense untapped future value. Shared the Gin and Juice rapper, it feels good to have ownership of the label I was part of at the beginning of my career and as one of the founding members. Now, this is an extremely meaningful moment for me. I would like to personally thank the teams at Blackstone, MNRK, and especially David Kensebaum, who worked collaboratively with me over several months to make this exciting homecoming a reality. I'm looking forward to building the next chapter of Death Row Records. And, you know, I just want to know what you guys think in the comments below. Hit that like and subscribe. Tell me what you guys think about this whole, Snoop Dogg, Suge Knight, Harry O situation right now. And I'm going to keep you guys updated with some more juicy news. But if you remember in one of my earlier videos that I made, you guys will see that I made a video on the audio with Harry O and Suge Knight. But hey, stay tuned.